Hello, everyone, and welcome to week 2 of our learning adventure. And just a brief overview of what you're responsible for this week. Hopefully, week 1 went okay. So I'm opening up the student view, and we're going to go into learning unit 2. Remember this, the way the course is structured. On the landing page, you have everything organized. So just go ahead and open up Learning Unit 2. It starts with the description. In the second unit, basically of our course, we're utilizing Cirrus as our kind of our learning environment. And you do have several components of the course. So we have it broken down so that you have what you're responsible for, along with the points for this particular unit. This gives you the overview here, kind of like a rubric. Basically, all the components were in Chapter 2 and Chapter 7 of our ebook, the CC3E, and then you have your exams. And basically, this is how it's structured. So if you scroll down, you see that there's a Let's Read section where this is essentially tied to the ebook under Student Resources, the Computer Concepts 3E, which is the same as what these represent up here, the CC3E. And then on to, basically it gives you the flow, starts with the ebook, then goes on to Let's Discuss, which is our discussion questions. So if you click on that, that will take you to the discussion question for the week, which is worth 100 points. And remember, it has 3 aspects. You essentially provide your main post, and you will not be able to, comment on 2 of your classmates until you've actually created your first post. This was one of the items that I did not cover in week 1, but that's one of the mandates as far as the course now. So make sure you do your reply here, add your information, and the question for this week is internet searches. So basically, I'd like for you to explain, how do you run your internet searches? What do you use? Do you use Google? Do you use Bing? Just give me an idea, and then essentially answer these questions. Which search engine do you prefer and why? What are the advantages, disadvantages of using a search engine versus a meta search engine? So you'll have to do a little bit of research on what meta search engines are. And there's some information in your ebook as well. So basically, you start with the discussion question. We recommend you do that right away. Make sure that that's your starting point. The one way to navigate in the student view, if you want to go back to the main page, or you can use the back button here on your browser, and it takes you back to the page, and then onto the Cirrus, based assignments before you get your assessment and test. So basically, you click on that. This should launch the Cirrus environment. Now remember, this is slave to your internet resources and your computer speed, but and I'm not going to be able to actually access because I'm not a real student, but this will take you to the particular exercises in Cirrus. I can probably show you one of them if I would have to come out of student mode, but this will take you to the Cirrus environment, and I'll show you this right quick. Let me stop student view and go into the instructor view. And see, in the instructor view, I can actually view, and I'm not going to open this up because this will view anyone's work. So basically, you want to start. In this instance, if you stopped, it'll ask you to continue with your last preview. So make sure you go. You can either go into the view link itself, or right into the preview, which takes you to this kind of first section, which is a multiple choice. So basically, you scroll through each of these choices, answer them, and submit them. The one thing I do want to point out, once you finish, as you see, there's 15 multiple choice, and you can navigate throughout them. You want to make sure you click the finish attempt here. That will finish it and record your score, so you can go on to the next one. And once again, you can navigate either hit the home, go back to the learning unit, and then back to where you left off. Or if you see here in the corner, there's these buttons, next and previous. This will also help you navigate through the assignments. Now you notice that this one went to Learning Unit 3 because we were at that level. What if we go back to Learning Unit 2 and go into one of the assignments for the learning unit? It also has a method for you to navigate to the next assignment. Essentially, with Cirrus, it's a little bit more difficult. I would recommend, in spite of what I just stated, just if you're confused or lost, just click on the home. It'll take you back to this view. And then you can go back into the learning unit itself. All right, so to sum up, make sure you click on the learning unit, review, what's required for that learning unit. I mean, there's several aspects that you have to complete. And then, the actual components and assignments are here. And there's several, these are little exams. There's little exercises that you go through that will include videos, et cetera, and you just answer the question. And then there's essentially a learning unit assessment for each of the chapters in little quizzes. So for chapter 2 and chapter 7. And once you finish that, then you finish the learning unit and you'll be ready to go on with the course. Now, it is recommended that you get into the learning unit as soon as possible. Take care of that initial post-review discussion, get into the assignments. It's the best way to manage your time throughout the units. And remember, I'm available for any questions. I do have a live session where I can do a Zoom session for you to answer questions. Just send me a message via Canvas, or you can send me a direct email. My information is part of the announcements. And that's another thing I want to remind you of. Please check the announcements. It has all the baseline information, and we'll have this video once I finish it. So let me stop my share. And once again, I appreciate all the work that you're all doing thus far. It's going pretty good so far. Just continue to do what you're doing. Thanks a lot, and take care.